Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Teresa. Thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
Okay, bye now. Now, you're saying, well, gosh, I don't know anything about astrology. I don't expect you to be astrologers. I expect you, however, just as you know what your birthday is and you know what color your eyes are and where you were born, to know certain positions. And if you have your chart done by a reliable source and get it interpreted for you by a reliable source, and that means somebody who is not sitting there with a book in front of them reading to you, because you can read your own book. If you have your chart done appropriately, it's going to be expensive. It should be anywhere around $500 to $1,000, and I will tell you why. Because they're miserable to do. I use a very good service called astrocartography, CARTOGRAPHY, 1-800-MAPPING, and I'm not getting paid for this spot, but they are excellent. But you need to know your birth date, your time, and your location. If you're adopted, if you can get that from the adoption agency, that would be helpful. You cannot do a proper chart without the time you were born. And figure, if you were born before the 1980s, that it's probably off by a few minutes, unless you come from a very wealthy family or a family that's very aware of the importance of the time. You can probably back it up 10 or 15 minutes. That's just a thought. You can have two charts done. They don't charge $500 here at Astrocartography. You're going to get a chart in the mail, and they will be giving you their general interpretations. If you find a really good astrologer, and I don't do charts anymore because they take me too long. If you get a really good astrologer, they'll be able to interpret it for you in a practical way. And what I used to do with my charts is color code them. They used to look like a work of art, so that you would see your sun sign, say, and that would be highlighted in yellow. And then there would be an explanation on the chart, and that would be highlighted in yellow, so you could see personality, individuality, general first impressions, etc., which is part of the first part of the sun sign energy. So I believe we've got another caller on the line coming in. Caller, hold on, please. And so you would be hopefully getting someone who is as creative as I am in doing charts, because that way it'll be much easier for you. You'll be able to reference on your horoscope chart what your different sign is, where it is, in what house, and also what it means. So good luck on that. But you should know basically what your personality traits are. When you're dealing with astrology and it's a bad day, let me tell you something interesting. I have found this with my friends and my own life. If something is important, and it says basically in the newspaper, if you have a good astrologer who writes for the paper, and we do here in this area, hide under the bed with the cat. Don't. If you have to get something done, ask God and the angels for a special blessing, and you will be shocked. You will think, what is that astrology talking about? I have no idea. And you don't just look at your sun sign, you look at your rising sign. And if you know your moon or where your Venus is, which is your emotions, you check that as well. And you'll get a rounder picture of what's going on in the day. Okay, caller, first name and comment or question? Hold on, please. Okay, caller, first name and comment or question?
Hi, this is Patricia.
Okay, Patricia, what can I do for you?
I have a question for you, and it's relating to people you come in contact with in your life.
Okay.
And I'm going to round that down.
Okay, because we've got 5 minutes left in this segment, unless you want to hold on for longer.
No, this will be quick, I think. But it is some people you like instantly.
Right.
People not so much.
Right.
Is that a longer than 5 minute answer?
No, yes, no, it's not. And some people think, isn't that crazy? Why do I suddenly like this person, or why do I suddenly dislike this person we've never met before? I'm being too judgmental. That is your soul telling you about the other person's energy. And we are always surrounded by friends, enemies, and neutrals, meaning we bring with us people from other lifetimes that we have had karmic dealings with. Buddha said, be nice to everyone. We've all been related before. So if you have an instant dislike for someone, this could be someone that you have had a terrible argument with, or somebody who did you wrong, or somebody you did wrong. and you have a guilt in your subconscious mind. And you need to determine that. Take it into meditation, go to a good psychic, find out about this person. And you're almost never wrong. And if someone says to you, oh, well, this is just a person who wants your job, why would this person want your job? Why can't they do a really good job in their job? So it's more than the person just wants your job, or the person just wants your house, or your husband, or your cat, whatever. It's because you have past life unhappy karma. Now, when you instantly like someone, it's been someone who's been in your lifetime before, more than once usually, where you have that instant warm feeling, and you say to yourself, oh gosh, I feel like I could trust this person. I've known this person forever. You have. You are remembering their warmth and your heart's exchange from other lifetimes. And it's not necessarily that you can instantly trust this person, because don't forget, they have brought patterns with them from other lifetimes since the two of you met together. So maybe they're not quite as great as they used to be. So you go ahead and you like them, but be cautious about letting people into your personal life. Does that make sense to you?
It does, and thank you for the explanation.
You're welcome. So you're not crazy if you instantly like or dislike someone. Your soul is always right. Every time I've gone back and said, no, I'm being too judgmental, I don't know everything, I may be a psychic, but who do I think I am? I have gotten rolled over.
Yes.
Rolled over.
Yeah.
So the idea is to be gracious to everyone. If you're a regular listener, you know that that's one of my favorite words. In fact, it is my favorite word in the English language, is gracious. You can be gracious to your enemies, even if you're in battle. And I've worked with soldiers who hate Islamics or hate people from the Middle East or hate this or hate that. The idea first is never hate, because it lowers your own energy grid. I've done kinesiology on people to prove this to them. And kinesiology is muscle reflex testing, for those of you who don't know. And so the idea is, even if you're in battle, be gracious. You don't torture the person you have to kill. You simply kill them and say namaste and send them off with a blessing. Obviously, if you're in the heat of battle, you would do it afterwards, because you can't be namasteing every minute. But use your good judgment and do not have hatred in anything. If you're gracious even to your enemies, you are rising above your circumstances, and you are not attracting karma with that person for a later time in this lifetime or for another lifetime. Because strong emotion brings people back. And it's not that you don't want to bring good people back. You want to lessen the amount of people you have karma with, so you can finally stop physical lifetimes and move into the astral world, where it's just spirit form. Because none of us are having a really fabulous time here on planet Earth. I don't love craving chocolate at 2 o'clock in the morning, but nevertheless, that's part of the karma that we bring with us. Now we're going to take a short break, and we're going to be right back. Stay with us. Hey, Patty.